because I know exactly what you're thinking. You want to know what's going through my head when I'm riding a train to Munich. Well, I'm going to tell you exactly that in this video. But first things first, this is another early morning ride and I need coffee. I had to get through 6 cars to get to it, but I found it nonetheless. But hold up, before I get to all of that, so if you watched any other part of this series, you'll also know that I'm traveling with my 2 little girls, and they can be monsters if they don't get any food in them. So since none of us had any breakfast this morning, I also had to keep an eye out for at least a little something for us to eat. Back to coffee. And here it is. As tempting as Flammkuchen and currywurst sounded, we settled for the butter croissants, but they were so welcomed. I took this time to just drink my coffee and look out the window and enjoy what there was to see before we arrived in a major city. Because we weren't far at this point, and I always like to see the street art, parks, water, hills, other small villages. You know the routine. And actually, this little restaurant car was pretty awesome in my opinion. But back to my seat and back to the ride. Now after a few hours I started to see the sign, so I knew we needed to start preparing ourselves, because our very next exit after this point was Munich, baby. We are almost there. Let's go. But we're not there yet, so in this last stretch before reaching the big city, I'm already envisioning the things I want to see and talk about. I definitely want to get them city vibes, and since it's a city, I know I'm going to see a pigeon army. Welcome back. Now I'm going to tell you about these city vibes that you often hear me talk about in these travel videos, but I'm not going to tell you about it on the train. I'd rather talk to you from here on the streets of Munich. I know you see a lot of videos where people go out, maybe on the outskirts or something like that, and they try like eating at the places like further out and stuff like that, getting the special pretzels and weird things like that. But me, I like to jump right into the city parts and just like become engulfed and involved into the city areas. Y'all know me, I'm all about the city vibes, and that's where I'm at right now. So this guy right here actually has a rad runner. I wonder if it's gimped, because of the European, more specifically the German rules, that they gimped all the bikes and the electric vehicles here. I hate it. So I do think that that's one of the things that differentiates me from the normal people that visit these places, because I don't really go looking for specific things. I just thrust myself right in the middle of the city and the busy parts of the area, and I see what I can see, do what I can do, experience what I can experience, and that's fun to me. That's how I have fun. That's my idea of fun. And most of this city stuff that you see, all this busyness going on, most people want to be away from, and that's one of the main reasons that they end up going out on the outskirts of these places, because they want to be away from it all. I'm at home in this city, like this big city kind of environment, and I love it. See, you place me off in this environment, and I'm at home. Because you know what, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but if I never see another cathedral or church or anything like that again, I'm fine with that. That's not really why I go to places. I feel like if you've seen one, you've seen them all. They're all spectacular, they're all amazing, but I don't really gravitate towards those kinds of things. I just don't. Woo. Beautiful fountain. Now I know what you're thinking, you didn't go to the city to see a fountain, did you? Well, of course not, but I was in the city and I saw this cool fountain, so I added it to my video. Now I'll also visit these outskirts and see all the amazing things there is to see on the outside as well, but I visit these cities just so I can get that one thing that I need, city vibes.
I need it. Thank you guys for riding along and listening to my train thoughts. By the way, YouTube thinks that you will enjoy this video next. Please check it out, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.